Well, Joe, that goes without saying. That was tough, wasn't it, this afternoon?
Yeah, I think the first half we were, I don't know what the possession stats were, but way below where we need to be if we're going to push on and really do something in this league. But saying that, I thought defensively we got up to the ball really well in the first half. Yes, we're deep, but look, sometimes you're going to have to suffer, especially away from home against quality opponents. But no, defensively in the first half was the amount of corners, wide free kicks, crosses and stuff. We were first contact every time, and I think that's credit to the work that we do relentlessly on the training pitch. So that's one box ticked. But the old adage is you can't just be good for one half, 45 minutes. I think it was 60, 70, 75 minutes being generous if we were defending for that game. And you're not going to win football matches if that's the case. So I think we need to get on the ball more, we need to play forward a little bit more, and maybe have a look at different ways of playing.
Steve Cooper was making the point exactly that you need to keep the ball more than you were able to today. But I'll ask you the same thing I asked him. How difficult is it to keep the ball when you're under that sort of constant pressure? They were right in your faces, weren't they?
Yeah, they were good. But at the end of the day, we're a good team, and look, there's absolutely no excuses. But it's our first game back. It's Newcastle, who are the richest team in the world, and they've got a huge talented squad. Like for like, coming off the bench, you look at Wilson going off, Wood coming on, Fraser, Almiron. It's like for like, they're all top class players. Look, it's going to be difficult, but at the end of the day, it was only a few years ago we came here and got a result, and there's a few boys who were in the squad, like Lascelles and people like that, who played that day, and we managed to win. So every game we're genuinely looking to pick points up, whether that be 1 or 3. But today, obviously the fans there, very proud to walk out in front of those. And even though we lost the game, I think it's firmly it'll be a memorable day for all the travelling fans and the players, because listen, we work our whole lives to play in the Premier League. I've never been to a Premier League match ever, and to play in one as my first one's extraordinary. So happy in that point, but we definitely need to sit back and have a look and reflect on how we're going to progress this season.
I was going to make that point about the fact that you've been made captain this season as well, and ask you what that means to you, Joe. I think I know the answer, but tell us anyway.
Yeah, very proud. But my thought at the moment is we've just conceded 2 goals in the first game back in the Premier League, and it's a little bit of a dampener on obviously your first game in the Premier League, and to captain the side, blah blah blah, that's great, but at the end of the day, I couldn't give a monkeys if I was on the bench. I'd rather win the game, or at least pick up a point away from home against a good opposition. So disappointing, but like I say, it's a taster of what's to come, and I think you can only learn. I think obviously a lot of people at the moment will be watching the Arsenal documentary, and they lost the first 3 games with their squad last season, and look where they ended up. So anything's possible in football.
And that's the important thing, isn't it? Yes, you have setbacks. You're going to have setbacks along the way this season, especially in the Premier League, but you have to learn, don't you? Every time you have a setback, learn from it.
Yeah, you have to learn quickly though. It's not something that you can just go, I'll be alright the next game. You literally have to. You can't afford to be a rabbit in the headlights in this league, because you'll get punished. You see teams who concede 4, 5, 6 goals against teams who are a couple of places above and below them in this league, so you need to be on it every single game. I mean, you look at Jack Colback today, he must have done 12, 13k around the pitch for, 32, 33. I might be being a bit generous to him there, but I thought his legs and his energy was fantastic today. Credit to him, especially coming back to his former club. But yeah, that's what we need. We need boys that are going to go out and really run about and work the socks off for this club. And I think going forward, we need more creativity, more expression in the side, if you like. But the manager's aware. He knows he's not stupid. And but going back to Defensively, I thought that first half, if we can take the positives from the game, if you watch them back, I'm sure everybody will, on Match of the Day or whatever, we were really, really solid in the first half, and there was if, buts and maybes with Sudge's header and a couple where Jesse could have slid John Owen a bit earlier, and Alex Martin getting down the wing, and a couple of free kicks that we had. On another day, if Shaw doesn't smack one in from 25 yards, then it's all to play for, but that's the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. It occurs to me as well, you mentioned the atmosphere out there. It's the first day of the season. It's the first day of the City Ground season next week as West Ham come to town, and it'll be just as special, even more special up there, down there rather, at the City Ground, the atmosphere next week. Yeah,
it'll be fantastic. Very excited. Some lucky people will be able to watch the game, and hopefully I'll be lucky enough to play in it. Yeah, really, really special, big occasion, and yeah, I know that the crowd won't let us down, so it's up to us players not to let them down.